with regard to everything that's transpired in the Eric Garner and Michael Brown cases, I'm deeply saddened. And when I look at the protests and I see signs that say Black Lives Matter and signs that say all lives matter, it makes me ask, how do we get to the place where we have to remind each other and remind ourselves that life matters? How do we get to a place of forgetting that? How do we get out of that? How do we escape that place? Because it's necessary. We have lives that are on the line. And I feel like the way to escape that is by taking personal responsibility. We each have to take personal responsibility for our perception of one another. It's easy to separate yourselves, because that's what we do. We separate ourselves by the color of our skin, by our level of education, our socioeconomic status, sexual orientation, religions, and we're comfortable there. And over time, we've learned that we can stay there and be safe. And then we learn that somebody else that doesn't do the things that we do and isn't the way we are and doesn't think the way we think, we dislike that. We fear it. We fear something that's different. For instance, I'm afraid of spiders. I don't like them. They freak me out. And I tell you, if I see one, I'm gonna try to get somebody else to kill it, or I'm gonna kill it, because it scares me. But is it that spider's fault that I'm afraid of it? Is it that spider's fault that I think is different? Is that how we treat one another? Is that how we look upon one another, that because you're different, because I don't understand or I can't really relate to you in the way that I'm used to relating to someone, that your life just doesn't matter? We can't afford to do that any longer. And we can't blame the victim. We can't blame this person for dressing a way that makes us uncomfortable or walking a way that makes us uncomfortable. We have to accept that that's our perception. And we have to work on changing our perception, because at the end of the day, we are more alike than we are different. And if one person is suffering, we all suffer. And the song, my song, Black Man, I wrote this years ago, and honestly, I can't believe how relevant it is today, but it is. We are all brothers and sisters, and I dedicate this to our brothers, Eric Garner and Michael Brown.
Nobody knows the struggle. Nobody knows the pain. So why don't we love and support the black man? 'Cause nobody knows the sorrow, and nobody knows the pain. So why don't we love and support our black men. They tell us that we should fear them, that we can never be the bride. But let me tell you something, they lie. He's patient, waiting, wanting only to provide. But the system doesn't want to see the two of us survive. And nobody knows the struggle. Nobody knows the pain. So I don't weep. Love and support our beautiful black men.